White pills raining down on us from above. It's a beautiful thing. Jack Daniels ditches DEI initiatives rather than face boycott. You know what? It's really astonishing. I mean, this really goes back to the Bud Light boycott, doesn't it? It really goes back. I mean, who could have guessed the power that that would have? Who could have guessed it? It's amazing. Your Bud Light sales still suffering in U.S. a year after controversy. This is from May 8th, 2024. Partnership with Dylan Mulvaney sparked a boycott of Bud Light. That's a partnership with Dylan Mulvaney sparked a boycott of Bud Light. Now what's happening? Anheuser-Busch, known for such iconic brands as Budweiser and Bud Light, filed a WARN, or Worker Adjustment and Retraining notification with the state on Friday. The notice said its AB1 distribution location in Medford would lay off 193 workers over the first 2 weeks of November. So they're laying people off now. Now, I feel bad for those people that are getting laid off because they didn't do anything wrong, right? But this is, get woke, go broke. This is a real get woke, go broke. And now you can see the power of this. Jack Daniels ditches DEI initiatives rather than face boycott. There's been other boycotts as well. This had like Tractor Supply. You had that Target, that hurt them. They lost like a couple of $1 billion in that. There's been a bunch of them. It says the company that owns, not to mention Harley Davidson, they're looking at getting rid of their German CEO. I said this before. Don't hire a German CEO. Don't. Just because, just the techno music alone, they've probably taken with them everywhere. That would be enough to drive you nuts and ruin a company. But don't hire a German CEO. What do you expect is going to happen? Of course they're going to be woke. Once they tried to take over the world with fascism, and they're still trying to take over the world with fascism. It's just woke fascism now. Stay away from the German CEOs. Again, just if for nothing else, just the techno music. Nobody likes that. And a company-wide letter issued by its executive leadership team, Brown-Forman Corp., announced, quote, "We launched our diversity and inclusion strategy in 2019. Since then, the world has evolved. It has. Our business has changed, and the legal and external landscape has shifted dramatically, particularly within the United States. With these new dynamics at play, we must adjust our work to ensure it continues to drive business results while appropriately recognizing the current environment in which we find ourselves." Yeah, I guess companies have had to decide between, those BlackRock investment bucks and just losing all of their customers. They've decided which one is worse. It's worse to just lose all of your customers. We believe that we must make some changes to account for the ever-changing landscape, the company said, explaining that it would be removing our quantitative workforce and supplier diversity ambitions, ending participation in the Human Rights Campaign's Corporate Equity Index survey, and reviewing training programs for consistency with an evolved strategy. That's a mouthful. So we've looked at human rights campaigns, Corporate Equity Index before. Human Rights Campaigns is basically an organization that is there to blackmail companies into doing what they want. And it looks like, again, faced with the option of, going along with all this stuff, all the woke stuff, or losing some sizable part of their customers, they're deciding, well, we really, first and foremost, need the customers, right? They're really the most important thing we need if we're going to make money. The announcement comes after conservative activist and filmmaker Robbie Starbuck, who has been leading an effort to take down DEI departments at companies across the United States through boycott campaigns, plan to expose Jack Daniels next. Too much trouble, they decided. Quote, "They must have been tipped off by us going through employee LinkedIn pages. They just preemptively announced that they'll be making these changes," said Starbuck on X, who added a screenshot of a file indicating that he had 15 gigabytes of DEI evidence on Jack Daniels he was set to reveal. So they got ahead of it. They've weighed the risks and the benefits. We're now forcing multi-billion-dollar organizations to change their policies without even posting, just from the fear they have of being the next company we expose, wrote Starbuck. "We are winning, and one by one, we will bring sanity back to corporate America." And this is white pill stuff. It's working. Starbucks worked to expose DEI policies at companies and corporations across the U.S. as being effective. He was at the forefront of exposing John Deere and Tractor Supply Company, both of which reversed course and eliminated their DEI departments after suffering damages due to the boycotts. That's another win, folks. That's another win. Another win indeed. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.